Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Real Film Reviews Podcast. I'm Eric,
I'm Corbett.
and today we're continuing into the MCU with The Guardians. That's correct. We're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 from 2017.
2017. Yeah, I was 27 years old at the time. Wow.
My sweet summer child.
9 years ago. 9 years
Yep.
ago.
Damn,
Shit, I'm getting old.
you old.
Yeah, you old as shit.
Yeah, I
I'm just
am.
saying.
I'm sorry, but I am.
You're the same age as my sister.
Directed once again by James Gunn, starring Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, Dave Bautista, Vin Diesel, Bradley Cooper, Michael Rooker, Karen Gillan, Palm Clementif, and Kurt motherfucking Russell.
Yep.
Theaters?
No, I did not see it in
Not
theaters.
this?
I didn't see it in theaters.
I did, of course. And we also did Doctor Strange before this, and I was in the theater for it, definitely. Trying to go into the MCU, every one of them that I can. Boom, 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 boom.
Down the line,
Except
yep.
for one, but we'll talk about that later.
Yep. Ugh, excuse me.
Screenplay also by James Gunn. Produced once again by Kevin Feige. Cinematography by Henry Brom. Edited by Fred Raskin and Craig Wood. Music by Tyler Bates. I think a lot of these people were kind of worked on the first one too.
Yeah.
James Gunn works with like the same crew. I've noticed. He's one of them that
Kind
has
of
his group.
like Adam Sandler and his crew.
Yeah. Martin Scorsese always getting what's his name? Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Martin Scorsese. He would get either Leo or Robert De Niro.
Yep. Budget of the movie was $200 million, and the box office was $869.1 million. Definitely made some money.
Yeah.
The first one made some money.
Didn't
But
it
it
make
was-
like what about 600 million or something like that?
I would guess.
If I remember correctly, when
Yeah,
we did.
but because the first one did so well, everyone's like, let's do another one, and yeah, everyone was there. Definitely, the ones that wanted to see it showed up.
And it came out May 5th,
May 5th, 2017.
2 days before I turned 27. Yep, 2 days.
In the film, the Guardians travel throughout the cosmos as they help Peter Quill learn more about his mysterious parentage. In May 2014, Disney CEO Bob Iger stated he felt the first Guardians of the Galaxy film had strong franchise potential. He added that their goal was to create another Avengers. James Gunn, who directed and co-wrote the first film, said he would like to return for a sequel and that he was contractually obligated to if asked. The next month, producer Kevin Feige said that there are places we could take the franchise and we have ideas of where we'd like to go based on the wide array of characters, worlds, and storylines from the comics. In July 2014, Guardians of the Galaxy co-screenwriter Nicole Perlman confirmed a sequel, saying it was going to happen due to the positive internal response of the first film at Disney and that Gunn would write and direct. At San Diego Comic-Con soon after, the sequel was given a release date of July 28th, 2017. Gunn begun work on the film within a month and said that it would include at least one new Guardian from the comics. In October that year, Gunn confirmed that all 5 original Guardians would return with the sequel along with other supporting characters, and the release date was moved up to May 5th, 2017. In the following months, Michael Rooker said he would return as Yondu Udonta and was looking forward to exploring new areas of the character. Chris Pratt, who played Peter Quill in the first film, confirmed the sequel would be one of his next projects. Bradley Cooper expressed interest and excitement when asked if he would return as Rocket. Vin Diesel also confirmed he would return as Groot. In March 2015, Gunn revealed that filming would take place in Atlanta, Georgia, with major crew change from the first film, and that his brother Sean Gunn would return as Kraglin Obfonteri, sang alongside Karen Gillan as Nebula. He explained his relationship with Marvel Studios, saying the company let me go and do my thing, and I truly listened to their notes and ideas. I've never been told to put in any character or plot element at all, which they trust you, they give you a wide berth. We just fit. In May of that year, Gunn said the sequel would feature fewer characters than the first film, and that he had planned to introduce two major new characters into the script, Mantis and Adam Warlock. Talks had begun with an actor Gunn had in mind to portray Mantis, while he decided to remove Warlock due to film getting too busy, explaining one of the main things with Guardians of the Galaxy is not to add a bunch of characters, not to make it bigger in that way, but to go deeper with the characters and getting to know them more emotionally. Everything is just getting too sprawling and too crazy for me in these superhero comic book movies. Gunn added, I adore what we done with him. I think we did something really creative and unique with Adam Warlock, but it was one character too many, and I didn't want to lose Mantis, and Mantis was more organically part of the movie anyway. He noted that Warlock could appear in future Guardians films and is considered a pretty important part of the cosmic side of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The character's future introduction is hinted at in one of the film's mid-credits scenes. Gunn noted that Marvel gave him some blowback for including the Warlock teaser because they felt that fans would believe the character would appear in Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame, which was not the case. By including the scene, Gunn promised Marvel that we would use his social media presence to clarify for the fans that the character would not be seen in either of Avenger films. Gunn used the character in his sequel, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but found it difficult to feature the character in the story, believing it was kind of fitting in a weird square peg in a round hole. So, yeah, we got one new character at least, and I think she turned out pretty well.
Yeah.
Interesting character. I didn't even know. That's another thing about Guardians with these interesting characters. You never met them. You know, you don't know. I didn't know. I didn't know Guardians. And I didn't know Mantis. I do now, and I love her.
See, and I didn't know about, like I said in the first when we did the first one, that I never heard of Guardians of the Galaxy until the first one came out.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I remember seeing I remember hearing the announcement at Comic-Con, and I'm like, all right, interesting. And it shows the group, like two aliens, a human, a talking tree, and a little raccoon. I'm like, how's this going to work?
See, and I knew about, like, I kind of figured it was going to be a pretty cool movie because, like, when I said I heard Chris Pratt was going to be in it, I'm like, yeah, I like Chris Pratt. So it's like, I'm anxious to see what this movie's all about.
You ready?
Yep.
Oh, wait. I got a little more. Yeah. A little more. I got lost. I've been doing that all day today.
Just do it.
Feige said exploring Quill's father would certainly be a part of the next Guardians adventure, adding, I think there's a reason we seeded it at the very end of the first film. Gunn also stated that he wanted to make sure Yondu's place in everything made sense in regard to his relationship to Quill and his father, and also revealed Quill's father would not be Jay's son, as in the comics. Gunn was less than confident Marvel was going to buy in on Baby Groot, that including Ego, since adult Groot was the most popular character from the first film, and I didn't think they'd want to risk a good thing. However, by changing Groot, Gunn felt it opened the film up creatively, allowing Gunn to bring out new aspects of our other characters.
Yep.
Baby Groot was cute.
So freaking adorable.
I just wanted to pinch his cheek.
And certain parts in the movie, we'll get into it, just kind of made me feel really, really bad for him, really sad for him.
You ready to get into this?
Yep, let's go.
Okay, we start in Missouri, Earth, 1980. A young Kurt Russell and Peter's mom are driving the back roads. They pull up behind a Dairy Queen. He shows her a flower-looking thing that he planted, said it soon will be all across the universe.
He had to show his river lily.
Yeah. I have no idea what you're talking about, spaceman.
I can't believe I fell in love with a spaceman.
Yep. Yeah, behind the old Dairy Queen. The old Dairy Queen.
The old Dairy Queen logo, yep.
Yep, the old one. With a lot of those around that time were probably better.
Well, shit, it stayed. I think it stayed. That logo stayed the same way until well into the 90s.
Yeah,
I don't think it switched to DQ till probably around the early 2000s.
34 years later, in 2014, which, according to James Gunn, this movie takes place about 2 months after the first one, which is why Groot is still Groot.
Yeah, he's still tiny.
He got a little. He's little. You got Peter Quill, Gamora, Drax, Rocket, and Groot are renowned as the Guardians of the Galaxy. High Priestess Aisha of the Sovereign race has the Guardians protect valuable Anulax batteries from an obelisk, interdimensional monster. Showtime, a-holes. That was his first words in the movie.
It's like, I'm trying to fix this so we can get tunes. It's like, why is that important right now? You don't blame me. Blame Quill for.
And Rocket's trying to do the wink.
He goes,
yeah, sure.
This is the one time that I agree with Drax. Yeah, sure, yeah, I agree with you on that. It's like, no, I'm really serious. Like, no, I'm agreeing with you. I know you're saying. I can clearly see you winking. Oh, damn it, I'm doing it with my left eye.
Yeah, that's where they're getting ready, and Gamora has a gun, and Quill asked why she didn't have her knives.
Her sword, yeah.
I think the gun would be better. She's like, why does it matter? He goes, I don't know. Knives are usually your thing, guns are my thing, but oh well.
I guess we're both using guns.
And Groot's chasing. Oh yeah, they would. Drax wouldn't put on one of these things that have like a rocket on it. And he's like, it hurts.
It's like, what do you mean? I have sensitive nipples.
Yeah, Drax has sensitive nipples, if anybody needed to know.
He's supposed to be this hardcore killing machine, and then he got sensitive nipples. What's up with that?
I think Jeffrey Dahmer may have sensitive nipples. You don't know. Ted Bundy, you don't know.
Ed Gein.
Oh. They have Groot chasing those little creatures.
Yeah, I don't remember what they were called.
I don't remember either. But he's
Rocket mentioned them,
mentioned, and he goes, "I am Groot." He's like, "They did not look at you funny.
They did not look at you funny.
They were not laughing at you." Yeah,
that's what it was.
And then the creature shows up out of the dimension and heads down to attack them, and they all take off doing what they're doing.
It looks like a freaking half octopus, half like grub worm or something like that. It's really weird. Yeah.
While Groot's trying to plug in the music, doing the jack,
yeah,
and he keeps missing.
He's like,
clicks it,
click, and then the music starts playing.
And then we get an opening credit dance with Groot to Mr. Blue Sky.
Yep.
That's a good song. Part. Yeah.
It's a good song.
Never heard of the song until this movie.
Really?
Yeah. And then after that, I heard it on the radio.
That's like I was telling him. All the songs that were played in the three movies, I have heard many years ago, before these movies even existed. I just never knew who it was or the name of the song.
That's another thing. This one also has a banging soundtrack.
It has an awesome soundtrack, yep.
And James Gunn did the motion capture dance for Groot.
Oh, really?
Did all the dancing.
Okay.
James Gunn. Or I think he did it and they copied it.
Okay.
I don't think he was in a mocap suit. I'm not sure about that, but yeah, James Gunn was with that. When he's dancing, and then Peter comes flying in like the creature threw him.
Right.
But if you notice behind him, there's this yellow kind of light going around in the little circular thing, and it looks like a step up. When he slides, he hits his face on there.
I think he actually hit his face, didn't he?
Yeah, so he gets up, and he's like, Groot!
And then after he says Groot, the damn thing hits him out of the frame. I laughed my ass off.
And then he's dancing again. He sees, first he sees Drax behind him.
Slammed.
And then Gamora's like, Groot, get out of the way.
You're going to get hurt. And then he starts waving at her, and she's like,
hi, and just flies off. And then he starts to go again. And then he catches a bug, and he tries to eat it. But then Rocket comes.
No, spit it out. Spit it out. And he slaps him in the back of the head.
Disgusting. And then he tries to grab like a little creature.
One of the little creatures that he was screwing with before.
And then Drax falls behind him, and he pauses like they're doing the thing at the end of the first movie when he was in the
when
plant.
He was growing again.
I don't know. I found the first one funnier.
It was funnier
because he was just sharpening his knife, but because it was like he would slam and like he'd be like.
But Drax was the only one that he did that to. He didn't do it to anyone else.
I don't know what
that was really weird.
That is. And then he's dancing a little more, and then Drax falls on the radio and breaks it.
And then he starts kicking and punching him because he's pissed off at him. Like, you broke my music.
They realize they can't get into the creature because he's got thick skin. So Drax thinks it's smart to jump into the creature and try to cut him from the inside, which doesn't make any sense. Yeah, he jumps in the mouth.
What does he do?
He's like, he thinks he can cut him inside. He's like, it's the same thickness inside as outside.
That's what I tried to tell him.
He's like, ah! So they realize that he has a cut on his neck. So they're trying to get him to look up, and Gamora was going to shoot it.
But she ran out of ammunition.
Yeah, ran out of ammunition, so she uses her sword and jumps in and cuts it. And it falls
down the sternum.
And then Drax pops out, and he thinks he did it by himself. He's all happy. Groot throws a rock at him. He's like, what?
But that laugh he does.
Yes.
He was so proud of himself.
Drax was so proud of himself. And they're talking about, like, what are these again? They're protecting the batteries for the Sovereign. He's like, Amulac batteries. And he's like, Harbulary batteries.
That's not even close to what I said.
Not even close to what I said. So they go meet the High Priestess Aisha. And she was talking about how they were created in, like, I don't know if they're created in pods. I don't know if they do that like at the end of the movie, but they're talking about they control their genome to make perfect specimens. And Quill's like, I like to do it the old-fashioned way. And she's like, I'd like for you to teach us someday. He's like, I'd love to. I think that sounds. He looks at Gamora repulsive. I don't think I can do that. So you come to find out that they were there to help them with that in exchange for a prisoner of theirs who also tried to steal the batteries.
And lo and behold,
it's Nebula.
Gamora's psycho-ass sister.
Family reunion, yay.
Hey, family reunion, yay. Oh, it's like, and then Rocket said, I always heard you were inconsiderate douchebags. It's like, damn.
That's not the case. And he winks. And they all look up.
Damn, I did it again. And then
you count yourself lucky they didn't kill you. He's like, I know. I got the battery. He stole the batteries. Fucking Drax with that loud ass laugh.
It's like, shut up, you're gonna give it away.
Yeah, so Groot's about 10 inches tall, apparently. So just for the record.
Yeah. You know? He's really tiny.
Yeah. Where are we?
Well, they get back in the ship and
they get back on the ship.
They find out that they stole the batteries.
No, not yet. I was thinking he was trying to flirt with Gamora, but she wasn't having it. Yeah, then Drax fucking appears out of nowhere.
Right. Yeah, he's sending it right by him, and he's like,
yeah, when he starts to talk. But he was talking about how
he met his wife.
Gamora's not a dancer. You know,
you're a dancer. She's not a dancer. Yeah.
He's like, that's like my wife Ovette. When he was talking about everyone else was dancing, I saw her and she was laying there still.
It's like it could
she
be
was dead.
it could be the most moving song, and she wouldn't even tap a foot.
Some may even say
She was dead.
That's when I noticed something.
That she was the one for me.
That would make my nether regions engorge. He's like, all right, come on. So they tie up Nebula in the back, and she's like,
yeah.
I want a fruit, like whatever the little fruit they got, and they tell her like it's not ripe.
Gamora says it's not ripe yet,
and I hate you.
Yeah,
it has her back there. They're going to drop her off to Xandar, where the first movie takes place. Well, the end battle.
Yeah, and where he goes to try to sell the orb, if you remember.
Yes. As they're going, they get chased by the Solver because they realize they stole their batteries, and Drax goes, "It's probably the batteries Rocket stole." He's like, "Dude, dude!" Like, "Oh, I'm sorry. He didn't steal them. What a mystery this is. I don't know why they're doing this." So they start to shoot. And you realize that they're drone ships. They're not really in them. They're kind of controlling them.
He goes, I want to kill some people.
Yeah, so there's no.
He starts shooting. He goes, "You're not killing anybody. They're remote controlled pods."
Which is a cool idea.
Yeah, honestly, no one gets killed. So yeah, that's a good idea.
So they're trying to pilot, and then Quill and Rocket are arguing which one's the better pilot. And Rocket is like, one day you're going to wake up. One day you're going to go to bed and you're going to feel something squishy in your pillowcase.
And in your pillow, yeah.
And you're going to be like, oh, what is that? And then you look in and you realize, I put a turd in there.
And he goes, you put your turd in my pillow, I shave you. Oh, it ain't going to be one of my turds. It's going to be one of Drax's. Drax's. He goes, I have famously huge turds.
She's like, we're about to die. This is what we're talking about. So they're arguing over the ship. And like they keep switching like the things. If they pull the thing twice, it switches to whichever one. Because they're trying to avoid them, so they fly through a quantum asteroid field is what they call it. And where are we?
Well, they flew through they were going through the asteroid field first, and then that's when they started arguing who was the best pilot.
As they're going through. But then they end up having like one ship left that's following them, and everyone's kind of around him, like cheering for him. But then it ends up getting destroyed.
Drax shoots it.
Yeah, because Drax hangs out the back because the back got blown out.
If you remember when he's going to grab the gun and everything like that, if you remember, Nebula falls down on the ground. She's trying to reach for one of them fruits, and he kicks it. It's not ripe yet.
And so he finally shoots that ship and destroys like the one left there. They're all like standing around and goes,
you suck.
And he's like,
and I thought to myself, okay, he lasted a lot longer than any one of you.
But then once they got to the other side, they realized there was a whole bunch of other ships on the side
of them
getting shot at while Drax is still out there hanging. And then all of a sudden they all blow up, and Rocket sees a ship with a little man standing on the top.
The little one-inch man.
Yeah.
How big was it? About that big.
The 1-inch man. So they end up crashing on a planet, Bearheart. And Drax is still behind while they're doing. Everything's flying out.
That was awesome.
Yeah, he loved it. When they finally crashed, he was happy. But he was hanging out, and a table flies out of the ship and hits him while he's in there.
Oh, yeah.
And he's all happy. They all get out. Gamora's mad, like asked about them, arguing over
where's the other half of our ship. My ship.
And she's like, if y'all would pilot, the ship with
your head instead of what's between your legs.
If what's between my legs had a hand, guarantee I would have flown the ship.
I forgot how he said it, but yeah.
And so him and Rocket are still arguing. He calls him Star Munch. He's like, I'm not answering to Star Munch.
I'm not answering to Star Munch, you raccoon.
He calls him, you stupid raccoon.
Stupid raccoon.
Like, don't call me that. He's like, I'm sorry. I meant Trash Panda.
Is that better? It's worse.
It's so
much worse. You son of a!
And then they start to attack him, and then that same ship comes down.
He goes, "What? Who is it? I bet it's the 1 Inch Man.
I bet it's the 1 Inch Man." And it lands and it opens up. We get Mantis and Kurt Russell as Ego. And he says that he's Quill's father.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the same question. Kurt Russell, what was the first movie you remember seeing him in? Very hard, huh?
Yeah, I can't.
Very hard, huh?
I can't tell you right now. I'd have to look at a list of movies.
The first thing I remember seeing him in, and the movie came out long before I was born, he played in, you'll probably know as soon as I tell you who it's directed by, John Carpenter.
The Thing?
The Elvis movie.
Oh, yeah. I never saw the Elvis.
Yeah. He played Elvis Presley in a 1979. It was a TV movie. It was a TV movie. That was the first time I ever seen him. But the one movie I am very, very familiar with him in is Tombstone. Yep. Tombstone.
Did you know that Kurt Russell's first movie, he had a small scene
with Elvis Presley?
Yep. Kicked Elvis Presley several times in the shin.
Yep.
And apparently, too, according to him, Kurt Russell told this story on one of those talk shows.
He told it on what's his name?
Seth Meyers.
Yeah, Seth Meyers. Yeah.
He said that his dad wore a cowboy hat a certain way, and Elvis wanted to meet his dad. He liked the way he wore his hat. So any Western or whatever, when Elvis wore a hat,
he wore it like that.
Yep. That's pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty cool too.
And so now we cut to Contraxia, where Yondu and his crew is, and we get a Howard the Duck cameo right off the bat, and they're partying pretty hard.
Yeah, Yondu just got done dipping his wick in the.
Yeah, he got done. He got done putting some stank on his hang low. And then someone's yelling at him to come out there, so he's going, and then you hear a voice. The guy's name is Stakar, the leader of the Ravagers, played by Sylvester Stallone. And he
I'm sorry, I had to do that.
Where we find out that that's his old crew. He was exiled from their community for child trafficking.
That's what it was?
Yeah. So, like in the movie, it says that he kidnapped. I don't know if kidnap would be the word. I don't know exactly, but he would find kids for Ego and bring them to Ego.
That's right. It was that. Okay.
And he mentioned that too.
Yes, he did. That okay.
And he gets all mad at him because he's like, "You just lost a basically like you just lost a customer here," and he was trying to apologize.
But it was crazy.
He's like, "You go to hell."
But the thing that kind of, and this is what I like about Sylvester Stallone. He knows how to take certain lines, and he knows how to like grab you right here.
Yeah.
Like when he goes, "If you think I take pleasure in exiling you, you're wrong."
That's right here. It says, "You may dress like us, but you'll never hear the horns of freedom when you die. Yondu, and the colors of Ogord will never flash over your grave.
Yep.
If you think I take pleasure in exiling you, you're wrong. You broke all our hearts."
Yep.
Like, damn.
Oh my God, come on, man.
And it's like, you can see that Yondu's just like
distracted. He was crushed. Like,
and then some of the crew are talking, like questioning his methods, and they don't want him. They want to stop him. And you notice when the guy says, "You best not talk about the captain like that," I'm thinking to myself, that guy looks familiar.
Yep.
That's Tommy Flanagan, old Chibs from Sons of Anarchy. Didn't know that.
Yep.
I didn't know he was going to be in the movie.
And I don't remember his character name, but I mentioned to him before. First time I ever saw Tommy Flanagan was in the movie with Russell Crowe called Gladiator.
Oh yeah, Gladiator, which is the first time I saw that movie for the first time last year.
Movie's been out for over 25 years, and
Yeah. At least I saw it.
Yeah, you saw it. I'm glad you saw it. And what did you think about it?
Yeah, it was a good movie.
It was a good movie, yo.
So yeah, Aisha shows up with her people, rolling out the carpet.
Stupid carpet.
And then one of them gets stuck.
He's like, click. And the music stops. She's trying to do it. And when she fixes it, the music starts to again.
She has a proposition for him, which is to capture the Guardians of the Galaxy. So we get a scene with Ego explaining where he's been looking for Quill. And what's it, Drax says, I thought Yondu was your father. He's like, what makes you think that? You look exactly alike. Rocket's like, one of them's blue!
That's so funny.
So, then Ego says, he's got to take a whiz. So he goes off. And then Drax is eating, and Mantis is like, I am Mantis.
Yeah, she does that weird smile. She's
like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to smile.
I heard it, how she said that. I heard it helps, I forgot how she said that. Anyway, move.
And then she says, your puppy is cute. Can I pet it? He's,
yes. If you remember when she smiled like that, and he's like, not when you do it like that.
Yeah, not when you do it like that.
Look, your puppy's cute. Can I pet him? And he's like, yes.
She tries to pet Rocket, but he bites her. She almost starts to cry, but he laughs. He's like, it's a practical joke. And then she starts laughing.
That is called a practical joke. I just made that up. So stupid.
And then Nebula's like, so Peter and Gamora went for a walk. And she's like, he's upset that he don't think that.
He thinks it's just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
What is that?
But she's trying to
explain to him to give him a chance.
Yeah, because she's like, you tell us the story about Zardu Hasselfrau. And he's like, who? He's like, the guy
with the talking boat.
The talking boat. He's like, no,
David Hasselhoff? It was a talking car.
Yeah. Which she's talking about the Knight Rider from the 80s.
Was it Kit?
Kit.
Kit.
K-I-T-T.
Yeah, Kit.
It stood for something, but I don't remember. But do you know who voices Kit in Knight Rider?
Who was that?
I can't remember the actor's name. It's William something.
Okay.
Mr. Feeney from Boy Meets World.
William Daniels.
Yes, William Daniels.
That was Mr. Feeney?
Yep. Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know that. Wow. That is awesome.
Yeah, she called him Zardu Hasselfrau. she said she said she liked the story, because it was nice. She
was like, I love that story. It's like, well, I don't.
It makes him feel pathetic.
It's so sad.
It's sad.
She's like, well, what if he's your Hasselhoff?
And he mentioned about he would tell people that he would tell kids that his dad was David Hasselhoff, and he was off singing with his band in Germany or filming something. Most likely.
Well, at that time, I think
Rider.
David Hasselhoff did have some kind of a band.
Yeah, he was singing in Germany. And she basically said, if this isn't how it is, we'll just kill him. Like, all right.
Excuse me, sorry.
Okay, where are we? So then they decide to go with him. Yeah, and Ego goes, you all can come with me. Even your triangle-faced monkey points at Rocket, and the Rocket, he goes,
he's like, oh man, what? Does it really look like that?
But yeah, they're getting ready to leave, and Drax is taking all the stuff. He's like, "Why are you taking all your stuff?" He's like, so Groot won't dig in my things." And Quill looks at the Rocket. The Rocket's like, "I hope your dad isn't a big as dick as you are, Orphan Boy." It's like, damn, dude. Like, what the fuck?
Like, is your point to get everyone to hate you because it's working?
And then they slowly walk to the ship, with the chain by Fleetwood Mac in the background.
It's a great song.
You don't love me now.
Great song.
Yeah, it's a good song. So they're going. They're in the ship. Mantis puts Ego to sleep. She has empathic powers. She can feel emotions. She explains. They're trying to like, hey, we got a question for you, like, so about your antennas. And Quill's like, dude.
It's like, dude, like.
He goes, I think it's for when you walk through a doorway so you won't get decapitated. It feels for the doorway. And Peter goes, I think it's anything but that. She goes, they're not for feeling doorways. And it has something to do with her powers. And so she's trying to explain it. And she's like,
may I?
Yeah, she touches Peter. She's like, you feel love. Yeah.
It's like, that's a common feeling. It's like, no. From
romantic
love.
Sexual.
For her.
He points to Gamora. And then Drax. Dude, it's the face that he makes before he laughs. He's like,
his eyes get all big.
He's like, ah!
She told your deepest, darkest secret. You must feel, how do you say that? You must feel like
you must be so embarrassed.
You must be so embarrassed.
He's like, do me next. And she touches him and she's laughing because of him.
I never felt so much humor. And then she points at Peter.
Yeah, they're both pointing at him and laughing. And then she thinks it's funny. She gets up about to touch Gamora, but she won't have it.
Yeah, she's like, you'll be, the only feeling you'll have is a broken jaw.
And she can also
she gets all sad and stuff. I'm like, damn, now I feel sorry for her.
Yeah. She says that she could put Ego. She uses her powers to put Ego to sleep, but she can also change emotions from sad to happy for a little while. And I'm like, I need some of that.
Well, what is it that she said? I can change people's emotions, like whenever they're like aggravated or something like that. She looks directly at Gamora.
Yeah, she looks like Gamora. I never noticed that literally until this watch. Yeah, that's funny. She touches Drax and he falls asleep.
That was funny.
All right, where are we? So now we got the Ravagers are trying to hunt down the Guardians. Whenever they hear a sound and Nebula wakes up, and you hear Rocket humming a song, but he's humming it through a speaker. He's set up traps for if anyone's trying to get after them. So
he's up in the tree.
Basically, he's up in the tree line. He sets off a bunch of traps, needles to the face, fucking shooting them up in the air, back and forth.
Yeah, like a sonic blast or something like that. It shoots them up in the air, like way up in the air. How they're not dead after falling that far.
He takes out a lot of the crew, not all of them, but he has no weapons on him. And two of the guys surround him, and he's like, "What are you going to do without your toys?" He just jumps on his face
and starts punching the shit out of him.
And then Yondu calls his arrow and gets in his face. So he's held up. Basically, we get right here. Yondu is going to change the plan. Like I said, Aisha hired him to kill them. But he's gonna get but for a lot of money, like $1 million, I think. But all he wants is the batteries.
Yes.
And then they all get upset. And especially Kraglin, his second
his right-hand man,
his right-hand man. I just got to tell you this once, Captain. basically saying that Peter,
Well, like you let Peter Quill get away with everything, and yeah,
so he's about to take out Rocket, and then Nebula, because Groot let her out. Nebula shoots him in the head, but knocks off his little tiny mohawk thing, which is what he uses to
it helps control. Yeah,
and she's like, "Hello, boys." She takes a bite of that apple thing and spits it out.
It's not ripe.
Where are we? When they arrive on Ego's planet, and we find out that he is a celestial, millions of years old. He traveled around the universe to find purpose. He learned to use his molecular control to make a humanoid body to interact with other beings. Basically explaining that to him. And Drax is like, "Do you have a penis?" And he's like, "Dude, come on." It's like, how would he make a baby with your... If he's a planet, how would he make a baby with your mother? He would smush her.
He would smush her. He's like, "Yes, Drax, I have a penis." Ha! See? And he goes, it
ain't half bad.
It ain't half bad. And Gamora's like, oh, hey.
But Drax is like, huh? Like, yeah. Like, one of my friends I was with, I saw the movie, and he thought it was like a gay thing. And it's like, no, he was just saying that he had like not half bad penis, and Drax being from a planet where they don't shy away from
stuff like that.
He's like, like cool.
And then backtrack,
like, chill out, dude.
And then backtracking before he said that, he started telling Peter about the time that his dad would always tell.
Yeah, because Peter didn't want to hear about his parents like
procreating.
And Drax said, "My father would tell us how he impregnated our mother every winter solstice." Like, dude, come on. He's like, "It's gross." He's like,
"It's a beautiful thing."
God, you Earthers have hang-ups. He's like, "Yes, Drax, I do have a penis."
Ha!
And he has everything else, so he's basically a person.
Yeah, he's got the nervous system. He's got.
Yeah, he asked him if he's a god. He's like, "Little G, son." He's not like God. He's a god,
a celestial.
So yeah. And he talked about like he traveled, and he said when he met Peter's mother is where he first found true love. He's like, if you loved her, then why did you leave her? But they cut away from that. And then they show on the ship,
Yondu's ship.
Yondu is sitting there while his crew is we get old Chibs put in like the airlock, and they let him go out into space, and he freezes and dies. And then you look behind him,
and there's hundreds.
Oh, well, I don't know about hundreds. There was a lot, though.
There was a lot, yeah. Well, it looked like hundreds.
It looked like a lot of people, though. And
they were all dead because
and they had Groot in a little cage, and they were yelling at him and shit in the cage. Like, man, leave him alone.
Yeah, like leave little baby Groot alone.
Well, I wrote it down later on. I was going to mention it, but I'm just going to mention it right now. James Gunn has come out and confirmed that Groot that we got right now, Baby Groot, is not the same Groot as from the first movie.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, because he died, but they did use a stick to grow another one, but he's kind of like an offspring.
But you see, and
they still call him Groot because all he says is "I am Groot."
But see, that's the thing I don't understand, because at the end of the first one, after Groot blew up, pretty much, he sacrificed himself. Rocket scooped up a part of him.
Yeah, one stick. That's all he did.
Yeah,
well, he scooped it up to hold him, but he took one and planted it.
Yeah, see, he took one. It was a piece of Groot.
Yeah.
So I don't see how it's an offspring if it was a piece of Groot.
I don't know. That's what James Gunn said.
But that's what James Gunn said, so I'm going to just go with that.
He created it.
But that just made me think.
No, I got you. Yeah, I thought the same thing.
If it was a part of Groot, like a piece of him, and they just planted it and grew another one, it should just be Groot all over again.
So, yeah, they're all doing that. And Rocket's tied to a chair.
Yeah.
And that guy was talking about how, like, his name is Taserface.
He goes, "They're gonna need a new captain, and his name is Taserface."
And then Rocket's laughing.
Your name is Taserface? It's like, what do you do? You shoot tasers out of your face?
It's metaphorical!
For what?
To strike the fear. Everyone's cheering when he says, but to strike fear in the enemies.
Strike fear in the hearts of anyone who hears it. And they're like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, whatever, man.
And he's like,
and he goes up to Yondu.
Yeah, and he's
like wanting to kill him and all that.
He's like, I'm sorry, you think your name, you just woke up in the
You just woke up, look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what would be a really kick-ass name? Taserface! What was your first choice? Scrotum Hat?
And then they all start to laugh.
Scrotum Hat. That's so great.
Scrotum Hat. That's great. Where are we? And then Nebula decides to leave.
Yeah, she pretty much stops them from killing anyone else.
She wants a purpose. I mean, she wants a purpose. She wants 10% of what they're going to get for the money. And she starts to leave, and Kraglin follows her and tells her everything, gives her a ship so she can go. Because she wants to go find Gamora. And he's like, what are you going to do with your money? And she basically explains what Thanos did. Like, her and Gamora would fight. And Gamora always won. Every time she would lose,
a part of her would be replaced with machinery.
Yeah. And she's just, that's upsetting to her. And then Kraglin's like, yeah. I was just thinking of like a pretty necklace or a nice hat just to make all the other girls go, ooh, that's nice. And then she leaves.
And then he's like, well, good luck.
Ego basically explains that if he's away from his planet for too long,
that he would literally
his form that he's in would wither and
die. Away and die.
And he teaches Quill basically to manipulate his inherited celestial power, and so he creates a ball, an energy ball, and then he starts playing catch with his dad, like he always wanted to do. I thought that was a cool, funny moment.
It was a good moment, yeah. Instead of an actual ball, he just used like an energy ball.
Yeah, just playing catch with his dad.
But he got to play catch with his dad, yeah.
And then we get scenes of Mantis, and she grows with Drax, and she grows close to him. And he said something about her being ugly, and he's like, I'm ugly. He's like, you're horrifying to look at.
You're horrifying to look at, but that's a good thing.
And she smiled whenever he said that.
Yeah.
He's like, when you're ugly, people would look. How did he put it? Do you remember?
No, yes. When people are beautiful, how did he say that? Basically, it was the complete opposite. When you're ugly,
people don't pay attention. Much
whenever you're beautiful, people don't really pay much attention to you. So like you feel lost or something like that.
And
according to Drax,
Corey calls her ugly, but then he looks at the pawns in front of him and he's mentioning that this reminds me of like whenever I take my daughter, out and to see something like this, and he says, "You remind me of her," and he goes, and she's like, disgusting. He's like, innocent. It's like, damn, Drax, you spitting bars, bro.
I know, right?
Man, that was good. That
was really good. He just got done insulting her, but then he spit bars.
Yeah. But yeah, he also asked her at the beginning, basically if she's a pet.
Yeah. Because Ego pretty much raised her from her larva state.
Yeah, like a pet. And she's like, I suppose. And then Gamora comes out. It looks like she's about to tell him something.
And then Gamora walks out.
It's like, what were you talking about? Oh, we're just talking about that I'm a pet and ugly. It's like, you are not ugly.
And it's like, Drax, come on. It's like, look at her.
Just look at her. She's so mean. So she takes him to their quarters. And she was trying to ask, what were you trying to tell Drax? And she looks back at him, and he's kind of looking serious, like, yeah, what were you going to say? But
and then she's like, oh, nothing.
Nothing. Where are we? And then we get, like, the, Yondu and Rocket thrown in the jail cell.
Yeah.
And they're talking. This is a great scene, too.
Yeah, it is. Because he starts talking about whenever his parents sold him into slavery.
Yeah. He says, and then Rocket says something, and then Yondu smiles.
And he goes, it was a great moment before you messed it up by those disgusting ass teeth.
Yeah, he says, you smiled, and for a second, I got a warm feeling, but then it was ruined by those disgusting ass teeth.
Like,
you ever heard of floss?
What are you, a professional asshole or something?
More like a pro. And yeah, so he was saying, like, why were you delivering Peter to his dad?
Yeah.
But it's basically for money. And so after that, they decide, Yondu decides that they want to escape.
We're gonna have to get to that, fam. But first, we're gonna need your little friend.
Yes, and then they show another. Oh well, no. Whenever we missed the scene where Taserface is walking away with his guys.
Yeah.
And the guy comes up. He's like, "What do you want to do with this?" He's like,
"Can I crush it with a rock?" No, it's too adorable to kill.
Yeah. He's like, "Take it to the tailor."
Yeah.
But then, they show Groot wearing a little Ravager suit, and they're all standing around him, stomping around him, dumping shit on him, like, oh, man.
Pouring beer on top of him and kicking him and all that.
And he's walking away, like, all sad. And then he walks by Yondu and them, and it's like, they need help.
It's like, oh, God, what did they do to you? He's just dripping with beer, made me feel really sad.
Yeah, he's like, you want to get out of here? He's like, we need your help. Go to the captain's quarters, look in the drawer by my bed.
For a prototype Finn.
It's red. He's like, can you do that? And he shakes his head and runs away. And I love how Yondu looks at Rocket, and Rocket goes,
yeah, he's like,
I think he comes back with
his underwear. He goes, that's my underwear. He goes, it's a prototype Finn. So he goes back and he comes back with the
little creature.
The little creature was next. Then he came back.
He's like, why don't you explain it?
Then at first he goes, the drawer that's in is going to have a symbol.
No. Before that, he tells Rocket to explain it to him.
Yes, he tells Rocket.
And then he comes back with the dude's eye.
With the dude's eye, yeah.
He's like, that's what's his name's eye. He takes it out when he sleeps. Go bring it back. He's like, no, leave it here.
Leave the eye here. Why?
Because he's going to wake up and not know where it is. He thinks it's funny with several body parts. I don't know what his deal is. But then Groot goes to bring
a freaking desk.
A desk. And like, no, not the desk.
That's a desk.
And he's holding a severed human toe.
Yeah.
And they're all looking shocked.
And he goes, do you have some kind of an area with a bunch of severed human toes on it? No. Then we're never going to speak about this again.
And I want to know where
the damn toe came from. And the wound looked fresh.
Yeah.
But did he cut the toe off himself?
Yeah. And then he goes, the drawer's going to have this symbol. And he has a little
point. And he goes,
it's like, no.
No. It's like, they see one. He thinks that you want him to wear it as a hat. No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, he's like, it's not a hat. He's like, I am Groot. He's like, he hates hats. I am Groot.
Not just on him, but on anyone.
I am Groot.
And he says something else talking about whenever you think that when you think that's a person's head, but it's just a hat shaped something. It's like, that's why you don't like hats.
And so he goes to get it, and he finds the drawer, and he opens it. And it's so funny. You see the fin, and he reaches in there. You think he's going to grab it, and then he pulls back something else. That's
some kind of a round can. It looks like a can of dip.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's not it.
Yeah, Kraglin's like, that's not it. And he brings it to them, and he's like, apologizes for starting a mutiny. He's like, they killed all my friends. And so...
he's like, get them in together and all that.
And he's like... Yep. But he also says... do you have any of Quill's old music music lying around? And then we get like probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie where Yondu gets his fin put on, Rocket puts it on, and Come a Little Bit Closer plays.
Yep.
And while he wakes up, he gets his arrow and he whistles. He basically takes out damn near the entire ship with the arrow while the song's played in the background. It's really cool going through everyone. I'm not going to tell everything about it because it's a 2 or 3 minute scene.
Whenever Groot got his revenge
on that one guy, he runs up. Hey, he climbs up and the guy's running and he screams and he grabs him and screams again and throws him off the side.
And a lot of people that have seen this movie, if y'all know what person we're talking about, I don't remember the guy's real name, but he played, if you've ever seen the movie 8 Mile, he played old Cheddar Bob on 8 Mile.
He was also in A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Yep.
A movie that me and him used to talk about constantly.
That was going to be in the future, so yeah.
But yeah, the whole scene goes on. They killing everyone with the arrow. There's one scene though where they're in the hallway and the arrow flies through the light bulbs and breaks them. So it's dark, but whenever the arrow's going around, it's leaving the red streak so you can still see certain things. And it goes through all the people. I like that scene. That's a cool scene.
That was cool.
But yeah, they go into the security room where all the cameras are.
Yeah.
And everyone, they're taking out everyone with the arrow.
Out.
Just boom, boom, boom.
And he's shooting through the doors and shit.
And then the last person left, of course, is Taserface. So he tries to get. I like how the whistle was. I mean, the arrow was going so fast it almost caught on fire.
Yeah.
Or it did catch on fire.
It caught on fire. Yeah.
It missed him, but it hit a thing behind him and it
blew up. It was flammable and it blew up the ship.
You maniac! The ship's gonna blow.
Not the whole thing.
But they're getting another like.
There's a part of the ship.
Yeah.
There's a part of the ship that breaks away. Yeah.
Is when Taserface.
He said, "I'm gonna give you the coordinates to Yondu's."
Yeah, he calls the Sovereign, and one of them's like, "Who is this? What do you want?" He's like, "I'm gonna give you the coordinates to Yondu's ship, but I want."
Tell your high priest.
The man who turned him in.
The name of the man who turned him in. Turned him in. Yeah.
Taserface.
And then she starts laughing,
and he's like, "Oh!" And then
he blows up.
Explosion. I love how they still laugh at his name. Scrotum Hat.
Scrotum Hat and Taserface. That's funny.
So when they're leaving, they do the jumps. Like they jump through the whatever shape that is, hole into different jumps. Apparently, the body can only take 50 jumps. And Rock, he's like, I know. And Yondu says, we're about to do 700. So they're jumping through a bunch of holes while their faces are morphing and changing.
Fun fact about one thing, Bradley Cooper, whenever he was doing the voices and stuff like that, he was actually dressed up in like this headgear or whatever that's supposed to synchronize his mouth movements. Whenever he was speaking and the voice that he was supposed to be Rocket, it was supposed to sync his mouth movements with the computer-generated raccoon.
Huh.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, so he acted as Rocket in most of the movie while speaking in the voice and everything like that, recording the voice.
That's interesting. Yeah, because Sean Gunn was the stand-in for Rocket. In the first one.
Yeah, but I think Bradley Cooper did it in this one.
I think he did like that mouth thing, I want to say. But I know for a fact that Sean Gunn was
the stand-in in the first one, yeah. But I think Bradley Cooper did the second one, and they hooked him up with the headgear and all that stuff like that, and he did the movements of Rocket and everything like that. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, where are we? Okay. We get a scene
Taserface blew up.
Yeah. They're jumping through the thing 700 times.
And their faces are all blowing up. And Remember when they get to? No, never mind.
We're not there yet.
We're
about
not
to
there
get
yet. We're not there yet. Yeah.
But Peter is talking about basically all this stuff on this planet could be his one day. He's just happy that he found his father. But Gamora's not. She's trying to call Rocket. She don't know. They don't know what happened. He starts to dance with Gamora. She ends up dancing with him. He's trying to explain how everything. He's using the show Cheers.
Yeah, and as a way of explaining, yeah. But the song that they were dancing to, and a lot of people who love the old music, it was Sam Cooke's "Bring It On Home to Me."
Bring it on home to me. Yeah,
that man died at a very young age, but it wasn't by his choice.
Yeah,
he got shot.
I just still find it crazy too how Marvin Gaye had a pretty good career and he was murdered by his own father.
That was out of jealousy.
Insane.
That was out of jealousy.
I mean, no, I don't know. I don't want to get into that because, it's like, did they have a estranged relationship, or were they like?
I don't know. Maybe they weren't close, and they argued a lot, fought a lot, and whenever he broke out and left, he realized that his son was a lot more successful than him, and it pissed him off or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Because I was thinking, like, man, if they did have a good relationship, he would help out his dad with a lot of stuff. I'm not saying pay every single thing, but
help
get
him out,
along, and help him out if he needed it, if he was doing that good,
Well, maybe his dad was a big, huge ass munch.
Probably. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway. So she just says he's trying to explain if this was a show like this, it would get 0 ratings. He's just upset that she's upset because she's the one that got him to go here. He didn't want to, but now he's happy here because he found his father.
But then she was just trying to tell him that she felt something is off about him and about the planet.
She tried to call Rocket a couple times, like we said. They don't know what's going on. He says, "I finally found my family. Don't you understand that?" And then she's like, "I thought you already have."
Yeah.
So she goes out to chill by herself and slices that plant that's next to her. That's making noise.
It's going, and then she cuts it.
And then, fucking
that shit crazy.
Out of nowhere, fucking Nebula shows up shooting at her, screaming. Like all she wants to do is take out.
She's like, ah! Calm down.
And it basically chases her and gets her into a hole, and she's flying into the hole too.
Yeah,
breaking things. But the ship crashes, and Gamora takes the big ass gun, picks it up, uses her fingers to twist the wire,
and this just starts shooting
at her. And then when she finally gets out, they start fighting again. And then
she's like, "I won."
Yeah, Nebula was happy that she finally won. And she's like, "Is this what this is about?" And so you find out that Gamora just wanted to win, and she's like, "And I just wanted a sister."
Nebula just wanted her sister all this time, but at the time, Gamora just wanted to fight and keep winning all the time.
Because of Thanos.
Yeah, because of Thanos, yeah.
So they reconcile, and they start walking in the cave. And Ego's telling Peter that he can do anything he wants with his powers, and that he's immortal. And he was like, "I want to make a Pac-Man statue with Heather Locklear or something. I'm
gonna make some weird shit."
But he takes him
He was very happy about that.
And he tells him he's immortal as long as the light in the planet exists, which means basically Ego's alive. So he takes Peter to a place to show him more. And Mantis sees and then goes to get Drax. I love this. Drax is sleeping, and she's on top of the bed trying to wake him up. And he's like, "I'm sorry, but I like a woman with some meat on her bones."
I tried to tell you that you were disgusting.
I tried to let you down easy by telling you I found you disgusting. And he starts to gag, and she's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, I'm imagining being with you physically. And she's like all upset. And so she's like, I don't like you like that. I don't even like the thing you are. He's like, hey, let's not get personal.
It's like, damn it, you just called her ugly and was almost vomiting at the thought.
It's so funny. He's like, hey, let's not get personal. But she's trying to tell him. And Ego shows Peter how to activate his celestial powers and the vastness of the cosmos as Gamora and Nebula are coming up on something. He's explaining. He shows him. He's turned his eyes to like galaxies.
Yeah, he hypnotized them.
Yeah, and he's showing them everything. He basically showing how he's gone from planet to planet, and he basically has a lot of kids. That's what he says. Yeah. And then you find out that Gamora and Nebula came across a big boneyard to have a whole bunch of bones there.
And Nebula's like, we gotta get off of this planet.
Yep. Where are we? Yeah, so Rocket and the gang, they're still jumping.
Yeah.
They're still going. Their faces are messed up. And they come across like a part where you see the Watchers, they call them, talking to an astronaut, and the astronaut Stanley cameo. There you go.
He was like, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted.
Yeah, he said, one time I was a FedEx driver, and it's like, are all his cameos connected?
Yeah, right?
Yeah, what was that about?
Yeah, I got that too. It's like, wait, what? Huh?
There was a cameo for Stanley that people have talked about that they thought about doing, but they never did.
Right.
But that's not till Endgame. We'll talk about that. Right. But when I explain it,
well, I know about the Endgame one. Yeah.
No, there was something else.
Oh, there was. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they finally stop.
They finally get to
and they all fall, and then Groot vomits on himself. Yeah, he's like a little kid that spits up like. And
Yondu and
Yondu and Rocket are arguing.
He's like, I want to say for what? For honor? For love? No, I don't care about none of that. I want to say so I can
lord this over his head forever.
Yeah, like,
forever.
I can lord this over him forever. And then he starts laughing. He's talking
about his parents. He's like, they sold me, the wrong little baby, into slavery.
He goes, I know them scientists never gave a damn about you.
He's like, I said, shut up, dude.
It's like, and every time whenever someone shows you just a little bit of love, yeah, you act an ass basically. He goes, I know everything about you because you're me.
And it's like,
what kind of a pair are we?
Yeah,
a pair that's about to fight a planet. All right, let's go. Wait, fight a what?
So yeah, Ego.
He starts
to brainwash Quill and reveals that in his travels he planted seedlings on thousands of worlds that he can xenoform them into new extensions of himself, but only the power of two Celestials can activate them. He impregnated countless women and hired Yondu to collect their offspring, but killed them all when he failed to inherit his celestial power. At this time, we get Nebula and Gamora meeting up with Drax and
Mantis.
And Nebula's like, "Why are y'all always arguing? You're like, you're not a family. You're not friends." And he's like, Drax goes,
"No, we're not.
We're family.
We're family.
Even the new ones or something." He points to her, and that includes everyone. And he looks at Gamora, Nebula's like, except maybe you.
Except maybe you.
Boom, where are we? Yeah. Also, too, so, what's his name? Ego was showing Peter on the little screen thing, which I love the look of that.
Yeah.
Like when he would show all the young Kurt Russell with the red jacket.
Yeah.
He would always be in that red jacket, but it almost looked like ceramic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I like the way it looked. It showed him with all the other planets,
With all
with all the other aliens that he impregnated, you know? And I saw it years ago. No, I was talking about this movie with a friend, and he got up to that, and he's like, why did he always stay in the Kurt Russell form?
Right.
Because all the other ones on there, like, whenever he was with the other aliens, it was different kinds of aliens, but the same Kurt Russell. And it's like, that's a visual aid for Peter and for us to show that he went to the planets, you know? You can't have two aliens looking next to each other.
Yep.
You know, it'd be weird. Like, I knew that that's what that was. That made sense to me.
Yeah, he pretty much changed his form to match whoever he was with.
And he was explaining that to Peter, and he asked him about his mom.
Yes, you said you love my mom. He's like, and I did.
My river lily.
My river lily.
Saw
She knew
her
every song to every. She knew every word to every song that came on the radio.
Yeah. He said he saw her 3 times after that. He was afraid if he goes a 4th time,
that
he would have stayed. You know,
he would have stayed. Yeah.
And he called like that plant on the every planet that he was saying, he calls that the expansion, so he can be everywhere. Right. And he found that the expansion was more important. And you know, he's like, he says something.
It broke my heart.
Broke my heart to put that tumor in her head. It's like, why would you even tell him that?
And whenever he heard that, he was completely out of that trance. He goes, what?
He's like, I know that sounds bad. He starts to shoot him, and the first time you see damage on him, you know, and he's kind of like,
see the real him.
Because he's in this form, but he's just energy.
He's just energy. And it happens to be shaped like a person. Yeah. Who in the hell do you think you are?
You killed my mother. And I love how he turns into David Hasselhoff for a second.
Yeah. And
it's the real David Hasselhoff.
And this is the thanks I get. You really need to grow up.
And Ego then parasitically draws Quill's energy. He basically, I wouldn't say stab him, but he hooks him up to the thing, and he said, if you're not going to help me, then good luck spending the next 1,000 years as a battery. And so he uses his
Gamora
power.
Finally gets a hold of a rocket.
Yeah. When they're trying to... They all decide to rescue... this time, I think they're running to the ship.
Yeah.
And Groot's standing there waving at him. Drax like, out of the way, dumber, smaller Groot. And so they drive into the place.
Drive inside the palace castle, whatever.
And smush Ego. And they're trying to escape. And he's like, that's my... he's talking about...
He goes, you got a lot of issues. Of course I have issues. That's my freaking father.
Yeah, so they're flying away. And...
they go down to the center, the core.
And they're going to the center core because they're going to stop his core. And Rocket's like, we're going to be 2-time Guardians Galaxy Savers, you know. And he's like, we can jack up the prices. That's what the thing you think about?
This is what you're thinking about?
He says, yeah, I care about all the planets and the animals and the buildings and the plants and all that. And the people. And he's like, eh. And then Mantis goes, the crabby puppy is so cute, it makes me want to die.
That's so funny.
So they get to the core and they see the ball and they're trying to shoot it open, but so also before that, but Yondu reveals that he kept Quill to spare him from Ego because he found out what he was doing. Once he found out, you know, I'm pretty sure all those other kids, like he didn't, but you know.
But also, and then he's talking about whenever he told him about his what he was wanting to do with him and stuff like that, he goes, so it's like, do you know how to use it? He goes, I made a ball. And it's like, you made a ball. It's like that was the only thing I could think of at the time. And he goes, do you think I control this error by using my head?
So as they're trying to do that, Kraglin's up in space waiting, and Aisha's team shows up again with the drones.
Yep.
They're listening. He's listening to Wham Bam Shangalang, but he's like soup while he's eating soup. But he's trying to call Yondu.
He goes, you know that Aisha chick?
But then he finally gets him. He's like, you know the Aisha chick? He's like, yeah, I think she's at. But before that,
he's like, I think she.
Oh hell!
Oh hell! Yeah, oh hell!
And they're all after him, trying to shoot him.
Yeah, because Rocket was trying to pierce the core.
Yeah, and the ship gets pretty messed up. So Mantis, Gamora, and Drax jump down and trying to stop Ego while they're fighting.
Yeah,
and she said that he could put him to sleep, and Drax is like, I believe in you, and she puts her hand in
sleep,
and he says,
I don't know how much I can hold him. I didn't think she was able to do it
with how skinny and frail she is. No, he's like, I believe in you. And she does it. He goes, I never thought she could do it with how weak and skinny as she appears to be. But Rocket makes a bomb to use with the stolen batteries, which and they end up getting out of the ship. Quill.
And if you remember, because he did kind of go through it a little bit, but it still wasn't enough, and they had a bunch of little holes that they couldn't crawl through.
Yeah, and they're like, someone's small enough, and they look down. That's a terrible idea.
That's a terrible idea.
So he's sitting there trying to explain how the bomb works to Groot, which is one of my favorite scenes in the movie. It's like, you flip these two switches, and you press this button.
Never push this button.
He's like, now go over with me.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No! That's the complete opposite of what I told you.
Okay, try it again.
Try it again.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
Uh-huh.
I am Groot.
No! That's the same thing I told you. He's like, what's the button that you press to blow it up?
I am Groot. No! Did somebody have some tape?
Yeah, no. Okay, he's like, you're making him nervous. Don't do that.
Yeah, you're making him nervous, yeah.
I'm trying to get him to not press the button. Do you have any tape? He's like, no, I don't have any tape on you. Can you go see if you can find some tape? He's like, all right. And he goes to fly away. You can. I love
you hear him in the background. It's just
yelling at everyone for tape. And he's like, Yondu, ow!
You have ow!
Do you have any tape? He asked everyone.
Drax.
He asked Drax, do you have any tape?
Yes, Scotch tape will work. Well, why did you say why did you ask me Scotch tape if you don't have it?
Like,
nobody has any tape. Like, did you ask Nebula?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's like, are you sure?
Are you sure? Oh shit! I asked y'all to ask her. It's like, I knew you were lying.
He's like, we're wasting a lot of time here while Groot picks up the bomb and runs away.
We're all gonna die. He said, we're all gonna die.
Also, before he was explaining the bomb to to Groot, that shot where Quill jumps off the thing and he like floats up in slow mo.
Yeah,
the ship was a cool looking shot.
Yeah, that was a cool. Yeah. That was a cool shot. That really was.
It's okay. Where are we? So the generator to the ship is down, so they can't use the power for the lasers while they're still getting shot at. So Nebula hooks herself up to the ship.
Right. This is gonna hurt like hell.
And what did she say?
I forgot how she said that.
So he turns it on, it shocks her, but he spins around and the lasers shoot
everywhere,
and destroys all the ships. And Aisha's mad now. So
no.
But the ship is massively damaged, and so they're trying to get out of there. Groot is in the hole looking for the center. Mantis and them are already on the ground.
Yeah, she still has a hold on him.
So Yeah, they jump out. They think the ship blows up, but they think they're dead. But then you get the best quote in the movie. Hold on. Yondu's floating down on his arrow, holding it up like this, like an umbrella. And Peter's down here, and he looks up and is like, "Ha! You look like Mary Poppins." Is he cool? Hell yeah, he's cool. And I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Which I think I have a pin that says that. I got it at a convention years ago. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna get home and I'll find it. I'll send you a picture.
Okay.
Yeah. So he lands, and they land in this cool superhero kind of pose while Mantis is down, and then all of a sudden, something fucking flies and hits her. And Drax like, Mantis, look out!
Why didn't you see that before?
So she's just knocked out.
And the ego pops up.
Oh, where are we? Ego wakes up. So they tell Drax to get her out of there because she's knocked out. So he puts that machine on him, and when it comes over, it goes over his chest, and he goes, "Ah, my nipples!" And he flies off. And he's screaming as he flies off, too.
Oh, man.
So now we realize, too, that the expansion, the blue stuff, is coming up everywhere. It destroys the Dairy Queen that was there forever. It's pretty much swallowing up people that are in the way, and they're dying.
Yeah, because
on every planet.
Yeah, because he hooked them back up to that to the energy.
Yep.
If you remember, yeah.
Yep.
And then that's whenever Yondu was getting covered up by the rocks and all that. He goes, "I don't use."
They're all pretty much getting
getting stopped and covered up. Yeah.
Gamora and
Nebula
trying to get away on the
Drax
thing.
and then we're getting covered up.
Yep. They're all getting attacked.
Well, then Yondu screams out before he gets covered up. He goes, "I don't use my head to control the arrow, boy. I use my heart."
And so he uses his heart. He thinks about some scenes.
Yeah.
When he was little, hanging out with his mom.
And then Yondu teaching him.
That was a cool shot. That was a really good shot.
And then he realizes that he can use his full potential, and he busts out of it, and they start fighting.
Yep.
And then you hear, "You don't love me now."
Yep. The expansion stops. And then this is it went before, and then it stopped. And then when he got him again, when everyone was getting taken out, is when it started again. And there's a shot on Earth where there's a blue car with the back end on it, but it stops after he breaks free. If you look closely, it's Greg Henry who plays Peter's grandpa in the first movie. The first one. At the beginning, when he brings him out the room and stuff, that's his grandpa in old makeup because he's supposed to be older. So yeah, I thought that was a little cool cameo that you get with him.
And then before then, they had the older couple taking pictures of it. Said, "What is that?"
There's an older couple that takes pictures and says, "What's that?" That's James Gunn's real mom and dad, which I thought was a cool scene.
Yeah,
I think his dad passed away a few years ago, though.
Yeah, sometime after that.
Yeah, so Groot sets the bomb, and you think he's not going to do it right.
Yeah.
But he does it. Sets it for 5 minutes, and then he runs out.
As I run, little dude, run.
Yeah, so Rocket tells Yondu they need to go, and he's like, "Take care of the twig."
He's like, not without Quill. He goes, "You need to take care of the twig, not without you. I ain't never done anything right my whole damn life, Rat.
You need to give me this."
You need to give me this.
So he lets him go. And Groot says, "I am Groot." He's like, "What does that say?" He said, "Welcome to the freaking Guardians of the Galaxy." Only he didn't say freaking.
But then was it Rocket and them get to the ship, and Gamora asks, "Where's Peter?" And Rocket doesn't say anything. He just puts his head down, and he's like, "Where's Peter?" And he still didn't say anything.
So she's about to go after him, but he knocks her out and says, "I can't afford to lose
another friend." Yeah.
Yeah, but at this time, Peter's still fighting his dad, and he turns into a giant Pac-Man. Like, Ego turns into a big rock version of himself, and then he turns into Pac-Man.
That was awesome.
Beating the shit out of each other. Yeah, that was really cool.
And then they crash down, and he realizes that his core's about to blow up.
Yeah, he's like, he's like, you're going to be human. You're going to be just like them.
He said, if you kill me, you're going to be just like them. And he said, why is that so?
What's so wrong
What's so wrong about that?
And then the bomb explodes, killing Ego and disintegrating the planet, but also draining Quill of his celestial powers. So he's sitting there waiting
to die.
And then Yondu comes and grabs. Oh, man, I'm getting choked up thinking about this.
I know, right?
Hold on.
You okay?
Hold on.
Good?
Hold on. Whew. So Yondu takes him out of the thing.
Yeah, he may have been your father, boy, but he wasn't your daddy. That right there, I was like, oh,
I'm sorry,
man.
I didn't do it right. I'm damn lucky you're my boy.
Yeah, oh, man.
But Sir Rocket gave him
one of those protective.
Yeah. So he puts it on Quill and he flies into space. And then when Peter realizes what's going on, he tries to stop him, but it's too late.
It's too late.
He dies in the space. Like, God, man, that was
when he broke down and memory grabs him by his face and he's
just.
I was like, oh man.
Oh man.
You okay?
No. Shut up.
It's okay, man. It's okay to cry.
No, I know.
Go ahead and cry, man. I know.
So they show Peter giving a great speech at his funeral. It was. I don't remember all of it. I didn't write it down, but it was good. And then Groot says, "I am Groot." He's like, "He did call you Twig."
Yeah, that's right.
But
what?
Despite having reconciled with Gamora, Nebula chooses to leave and resume her quest to kill Thanos. And this scene too, Kraglin gives Peter a Zune that Yondu was going to give him later on, because Ego squished his Walkman.
Yes.
That he had since the 80s. And I was thinking, about that. Like, the thing lasted from the 80s into space with him.
You're right.
And it's like, how did he get batteries? Or do aliens have something that resemble batteries that make
something
it last
like
long?
that,
You know what I mean? It's like, that's one of those things that they don't explain. It's like, technically doesn't need to be explained.
No,
it's something that I would like to know.
It's a movie and everything like
Just
that.
something I'd like to know,
Right.
So, he tells him it has 300 songs on it. He's like, 300 songs?
Like, 300 songs?
I don't think people use Zooms anymore.
No.
Or
if they do, like, it's pretty much obsolete.
So
now.
you got Yondu at his funeral, and then they realize that all the Ravager ships arrived, and they heard of Yondu's sacrifice and accept him as a Ravager again.
Yep.
The fireworks and everything, and he shoots off like an arrow. Like, everyone's happy. All the leaders of the group. It's like one of them was Ving Rhames.
All the leaders, and the other one was Michelle Yao.
Yeah, from everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once.
Or one of my favorite movies that probably the first movie I seen her in, Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yep. So
with Chow Yun Fat. Yeah.
Yep. So Peter's sitting on the bed listening to Father and Son by Cat Stevens.
Yep.
Letting Groot listen, and then everyone's just watching the fireworks and.
Oh, baby Groot.
Baby Groot sleeping on Drax's shoulder, and Gamora side by side with Peter, talk about an unspoken thing.
Yep.
And then Rocket says something about him, what seems it's talking about Yondu, but he says, and then steals batteries that he didn't need.
Yep.
Which is basically, thought you were talking about Yondu, but he was talking about himself.
He's talking about himself, yeah.
Yeah. And then
that's why Peter looked at him like,
when he shed a tear, and then roll credits.
Well, hold on. If you remember, they're popping the fireworks off. And Manus is looking at her and goes, they're so beautiful. Yes. So are you. On the inside.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it's on the inside. It's like, oh, you almost had it, bro.
You couldn't stop after, and so are you. You had to keep going.
Yeah, roll credits. But we got a series of mid-credits, which is the first time we get multiple.
There's like 4 of them?
Yeah. Well, the first one we get Kraglin. He's got Yondu's fin on, and he's trying to learn how to control the arrow with the whistles. And he whistles too hard, and it shoots into Drax's neck. And he's and he runs away, trying to hide. But he's like, He knows where you are.
He's
He
going to
knows
find
who it
out it
was.
was you.
And we get another one where Stiggar reunites with his ex-teammates and his fellow Ravagers. They're going to talk about getting together and going to steal some shit.
Yeah, he goes, let's
However-
go for Yondu.
Yeah, so we got a couple of cameos here. Of course, you got Ving Rhames and you got Michelle Yeoh.
Who was the glass?
They had to do with Diamond's looking face.
You were going to say something about that.
That's Michael Rosenbaum.
Really?
He was Lex Luthor
Yeah.
in the Smallville TV show.
Yeah.
That's him.
I did not know
Yeah.
that.
And the talking head robot was says, "I missed you guys
Yeah.
so much." That was Miley Cyrus.
Wow.
Yep. And then they had a guy using talk. He can't talk, but he's
So
using
use-
magic.
It looks like emojis.
Yeah, it looks like the Doctor Strange magic. So I think that on his planet, he's a sorcerer.
He was a
supreme.
sorcerer supreme, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we get a.
Let's go steal some shit.
Then we get another scene with Aisha when she's sitting by her bed and someone's asking about what are they going to do next about the Guardians, and she talks about creating a life form that's going to be more powerful than anything, and shows a pod in her room. And she's like, "I shall call him Adam," as in Adam Warlock, a powerful character of the comics who was in the Infinity Saga, like. He like the Infinity War, like that's based on the comics.
Right.
He was a part of it,
Okay.
but he didn't show up till the third one.
Then the fourth one,
And then the fourth one, we get it's
it's a second appearance by
no, not yet.
No.
We get the scene of Peter and
Yes, the scene of Peter, yeah.
Groot as
Groot's bigger.
Groot's bigger. He's a teenager. He's like, "I am Groot." He's like, "Now I know how young
You played
feels."
You played that thing and rocked your brain out, and here I am tripping over your vines.
Yeah.
I am Groot.
I know how Yondu feels. And then we finally get the end credit scene.
There's
where-
5 of them actually. There was 5 credit ones.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5.
5 of them.
This is the last one. It has the Watchers again with Stan Lee as the astronaut, and they're leaving. I guess they got tired of his stories.
Yeah.
And this is the first time we get a double Stan Lee cameo too.
Yep.
So, that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Man, that was really good going through that movie again. I have been seeing people recently over the last year or two talking about Marvel movies. They mentioned how Guardians 2 doesn't age very well. And I'm going to be honest, I extremely disagree.
Yep.
I had a good time with this movie. I think the first one's better,
The first one is better. It really is.
but this was still a fun ride with a bunch of funny lines, cool action scenes. The movie's beautiful.
I don't
The
know.
graphics look amazing.
I don't know why I thought it was so funny with that one part with Peter and Gamora talking in the woods that she mispronounced his name.
Zardu Hasselhoff.
In his face, he's like, "Who?" He's like, he had the talking boat. David Hasselhoff.
It was a talking car. He travels to fight crime.
It was so funny. But yeah, the movie was all in all really fun.
Yeah,
Really fun, and it was funny.
yeah.
It was just funny, and
Maybe there was a few jokes that didn't land, but
yeah, there were some that didn't land, which is why, in my opinion, it didn't do as well as the first one, but it still was good.
well, financially it did good.
It financially did very well,
Yeah.
but it was still a good movie.
Yes.
It was great. It was great.
You ready to rank this thing?
You go first,
Okay.
because I want to say I rated the first one at 8.5.
You did?
Yeah,
This movie is great. Don't listen to people. Listen to us. I know I said don't listen to people. We're people. Listen to us. Just watch the movie. You're going to have a great time.
yeah. See, a lot of people, and I admit I was one of these people at one point. Whenever I saw the trailer of a movie, or even if I looked at the cover of a movie, like on the box or whatever, the first thing I thought of is I don't think I'm going to enjoy this movie, but give it a chance. Watch it anyways. Watch the first 10 minutes of it. After the first 10 minutes of it, if you don't like it, turn it the fuck off. But watch it. Give it a chance.
I'm going to give it an 8.
You want to give it an 8?
I will give it an 8.
Okay.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna give it an 8 also.
That's great.
Yeah. I gave the first one an 8.5, so I'm gonna give this one an 8.
Okay. Yeah, so that's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Go watch this movie. There's nothing wrong with this movie.
Yeah, I mean it's got action, it's got comedy, it's got serious, it's got a little bit of sad in it.
Oh man.
It's got everything pretty much. It's got romance in it a little bit. It's got everything. Go and watch it. Tell your friends about it.
Yeah, so that's it. So like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, if there's anything that we missed that y'all want to bring up, put it in the comments.
Yeah, so we're getting into the nitty-gritty too. We're getting closer to the two bigs.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So next time we're going to talk about the MCU's first solo Spider-Man outing with Spider-Man Homecoming, which, spoilers, it's a good movie. It's a great movie. So, thank you for watching.
Peace.